episode of Collaborator Short on Shorts. I am one of your new co-hosts, Michelle Nunes, and sitting to my right is co-founder of Collaborator. And he's holding his breath. He's not breathing.
See, I was so good there. I was so tempted to do something obnoxious in the middle of that, and I didn't. Hello, everybody.
We have plenty of time left in the season. This is Kevin Allen Jackson, by the way. Sitting to his right is filmmaker, costume designer, and red hair extraordinaire, Maria Perry.
Well, hello.
Very nice red hair. I love it.
Thank you.
And across the table, all we need is some nice candles, and it would be very romantic. My other co-host, Brett Erlich, everyone, comedian and host.
We're so happy to be here.
We are extremely happy.
What better way to improve our circumstances even further than to bring Beyonce into the mix?
Oh, Queen Bey.
Yeah, be
Yes.
careful. Yeah, be careful what you say because we can unleash the Bayhive. The Beehive, I never knew how to read that. B-E-Y.
It's Bayhive.
Bayhive?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't want to unleash them. We're going to review Formation, a Beyonce music video directed by Melina Matsoukas that flashes through different time periods of New Orleans, starting in the Victorian era, going through the floods of Hurricane Katrina, and addressing the hot-button issues of police shootings and brutality against people of color. Yeah, this is a Beyonce music video, which implies it's flawless. I dare you to find something wrong with it.
Well, I don't know how much can you say about something that probably everyone who's watching this has seen already?
I learned something interesting about it.
Yes, what did you
Through
learn that was
research?
interesting?
I don't know if you guys know that it released in February, which is Black History Month, and it also released on Trayvon Martin's birthday.
Oh,
so
wow.
just to add to like the political weight.
Do you think they did that on purpose?
I definitely think that they did.
They probably did.
Yeah.
This is the song that they sang at the Super Bowl, by the way, everybody. You know,
Do you guys? Oh,
created
sorry.
such a stir.
But I brought it up for a reason that's not so much about her video. It's obviously really high quality. It's beautiful. It's political. There's a lot of, complex issues that are being addressed. But I brought it up because of the appropriation of footage. Do you guys know about that?
What happened?
No.
Okay, so an interesting component is that there's a lot of cuts away to people dancing, and it's called Sissy Bounce, and it's from a documentary called That Beat, directed by Chris Black. And when Formation dropped, that's when Chris Black and his co-producer discovered that the footage had been used, and they tweeted about it. It was a really kind of big deal, and soon to find out that Beyonce's team had paid the production company for the rights to use it, even though Chris Black had never been compensated. He was listed as an additional director of photography in the film. So I want to talk about appropriation, and is it a slap in the face to be listed as if you were actually on the project and you didn't know?
Wow.
Right?
That's nuts.
That is nuts.
I think appropriation of footage is when the central theme of your video formation is giving voice to the voiceless, calling attention to people who are underserved and underappreciated and put in a weird position just through whatever circumstances, to then kind of the person who is responsible for the footage, the person on the ground shooting it, who made the film, because of some weird contract thing, to end up having that person pushed to the side. Like that is, I feel like Beyonce needed to come forward and say, no, let's compensate appropriately.
I mean, maybe, I'm guessing that Chris, and you guys can maybe tell me how this works, but I'm guessing Chris Black had sold his documentary to this production company, whichever production company allowed Beyonce to then use the footage. So he doesn't really own it anymore.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you have a harder argument if you're Beyonce saying like I'm giving voice to the voiceless and then just kind of saying shh, Chris.
Well, no, I mean,
I
that's...
feel like that's not at all kind of what happened. It was just they went through everything that they needed to do legally to get it, and probably felt that it was up to the production company to be like, hey, by the way, Chris, this is going to be in a Beyonce music video. Maybe you want to know about that. So I don't feel like that's necessarily on Beyonce and her team.
Certainly, if she allowed that to be in her video and the producers allowed it to be in the video, knowingly, and knowing that he should be getting some sort of credit, some sort of compensation,
He
some
did get
sort
credit.
of something.
He was listed as, I think, the title was additional director of photography. So
Right.
he was listed, but I found that interesting too because
But he's directed the documentary.
it was the documentary that they pulled footage from. It wasn't that he actually worked on the project. And so I thought that's
Right.
a strange title to give someone that was actually creating content completely separate from
And
him.
nobody told him that this was
No, I
gonna
actually
happen?
have a quote of his tweet, which has since been deleted. His tweet was, "I guess it's flattering that people F with things you've created, but also frustrating when they want to use it like it's theirs."
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's. I mean, the dispassionate approach to this is there are laws and there are contracts, and they were signed. And when you signed that contract, you gave away those rights, and Beyonce bought them. So she
Right.
owns your work. She doesn't own you. She owns your work. You should be grateful that she put your name in the credits as an additional director of photography. But there's a part of me that's what those actions are counter to the theme of formation. So it's a harder argument for her. That said, I do think like this was there's so much imagery in this that was by Matsoukas, the director, that really was amazing, like
Yeah.
visually stunning, like sexy and smart at the same time, and really I thought, all the way from the hallway of boobs. There's a boob hallway that I just was like, oh my God, Beyonce, you got it still. All the way through to the sink. There's that one image of the sinking cop car that I think really kind of.
Right.
I think she starts on that actually.
She
it
starts
opens
on the
that.
car,
Yeah.
and then by the end, she's underneath the water.
Yeah.
I mean, you've all probably seen it already. You have to hand it to her for creating something, for using her star power to create something that communicates so many important points. And I definitely applaud her for that. And by the way, I'm ecstatic that she took the little jab at all the conspiracy theorists out there who think she's part of the Illuminati. Like that, I was like, yay, Beyonce. But I mean, this other issue, I mean, I don't know that, even knowing it, I don't know if it clouds my enjoyment of the music video as just a music video. It makes me wonder a little bit about her as a person, because that seems like not the best thing to do. And I agree with you, it's a little bit weird. It's a little... There's something very hypocritical about that.
I'm real curious who came up with the title that they gave him, whether that was something that they got from the production company or whether that was something that somebody on the editing side or whoever was in charge there just was like, yeah, give him that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's the point where he should have been reached out to be like, hey, what should we call you?
Right.
But that's just me.
Right.
And I think of the moves that they do cinematically, I think if this is going to be a comment on the Black Lives Matter movement, etc., the idea of using a surveillance footage or like a camcorder filter on the video at certain points gives you that feeling of you look through the eyes into what you look all the way back to the Victorian era where you see what looks like a moving painting of the Victorian era in New Orleans, all the way through to like today, what I see out of there is nothing like a Victorian painting. It's the raw surveillance footage, even if it's on your phone or if it's on surveillance video. Yeah, I think it's great.
So if we ever decide to widen the boundaries of our reviews to include films that are released before the 1 year mark, That Beat by Chris Black is a 9-minute documentary.
Okay.
Released in 2012. So we could have a review on his
I
documentary.
think that now we have to.
Yeah, I think
we have
so
to break the rules for that one. Yes. For that one.
It works.
With that one.
Oh, good job.
We'll work it out.
You're getting there. You're slowly breaking down the barrier.
I give this 4 shorts. It would be 3 shorts, but then you add Beyonce, so it's 4 shorts. That was really good.
I give it 5 shorts because it's Beyonce and it's Beyonce.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I give this 4.5 shorts. I mean, technically it's flawless. It's awesome. Like I said, that somebody as famous as she is using her position to make a political statement that's important. This thing that you brought up certainly clouds the way I feel about it.
But only like half of a short clouding.
Yeah, just a tiny bit. I mean, it's still, it's still a highly entertaining and I think important video.
I agree. 4 shorts for me, original songwriting, stunning cinematography, and I felt the video just deepened a listener's experience of the song, which is the intention. So.
All right. So wait, so that's 13.5, and what did you give it?
4.
So that's 17.5. So that's That's 4 1/8 shorts. 4 shorts and a G-string.
It's 4.375 shorts.
Oh, 375?
Oh,
Dang!
gosh, so many shorts. What do you guys think of Beyonce, and how does this rank among our other videos? We want to know. Give us your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to this channel. Watch the video in its entirety at the link below. And we'll see you next time right here on Short on Shorts.